Launch sequence initiated. Clearance verified. Passcode accepted. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Nerd Nuke.
Hey guys, welcome to the Nerd Nuke. It's Barbie, and yay, it's our second show. One thing I gotta tell you is I absolutely guarantee you this show will not suck as bad as Cajun's first episode intro.
Hey, bite me, all right?
Hey, don't drive angry.
Hey, I've got every right to drive angry. I got nerd rage.
Uh-huh.
Hey, everybody, this is Cajun. What's up? And we are not alone. Barbie?
No, we have two guests tonight. We have fellow nerds and fellow gamer monkeys, Bron and HardBean here tonight. Hey guys.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Thank you.
They're actually going to weigh in on some of the topics that we have going on tonight, and we've got quite a few, so why don't we hop into it a little?
Yes, we actually do. And I've been told not to go fanboyish on this one. So here we go. We got some Diablo news. Okay, 2 bits actually, and
Right.
I'm calling it Diablo fail. First off, Diablo 3 bans because players were playing Linux. That's what's been
What?
reported. Yeah, believe it or not. Um, Basically, players on Linux were able to play Diablo 3 through a program called Wine, which stands for. Actually, Brom, what does it stand for?
It's a recursive acronym that stands for Wine is not an emulator.
Right.
Oh
So,
my.
so basically, in order to play in Linux, you just can't install Diablo 3. You've got to install Wine, which creates an environment similar to Windows, so you can install, games for Windows like Warcraft, Diablo 3, and such. Well, anyways, Blizzard's hacking detectors were seeing Wine, or so gamers have been saying, but they've made an official statement that's saying that while they are not banning people for using an emulation such as Wine, it is not official and not supported, and the players were being banned due to hacking. So
Okay, wait a minute. So they're not okay with it for Diablo 3, but they're okay with it for like StarCraft 2?
It's a
exactly,
travesty.
yeah. I mean, Bron, you do a lot of Linux gaming, right?
Heck yeah, I try to get every game that I know of to run on Linux, and it's sometimes you just want to do all of your work in the Linux environment and then play a quick game of something. You don't want to have to boot into Windows to do that.
Yeah, I've tried to do the dual boot stuff before, and just to be honest, I never really did have a lot of luck when it came to Linux and running Wine for Windows games. But overall, I like the environment. It's just that it's not that friendly when it comes to games. But now on to the next bit. Another fail from Diablo 3. Actually, the developers this time, Blizzard actually admitted on the forums that Endgame's lacking.
That's like holding a sign up that says "I suck."
Okay, so they came out. The community manager came out and said that. Okay, so yeah, hindsight 2020. Item hunting may not have been the best end game strategy.
Well, do you know how many times I've gone down to the Diablo channel on our TeamSpeak just to say hi to the guys that are playing Diablo 3, and they're sitting there incredibly angry and just raging over, the inability to find all these things.
Not only that, I mean, the game launched with problems. Error 37, the most common one. You have to be constantly online. That was the biggest one. That's what stopped me from getting the game. And I'm a Diablo fan. I loved 1 and 2. So,
But I hear a but. I heard it.
yes, but so I saved my money and I'm getting Torchlight 2.
Right.
But that'll come at another day.
All right. Well, Bron, you've played the game. What do you feel about the item hunt?
It's It's terrible. I mean, you get to the more difficult levels, and you're supposed to be able to find, you know, items that are good for the level that you're in, but you don't. You find items that are like lower quality, so it becomes harder and harder to, to go up in skill, and the game is just not enjoyable. And I think they're doing that on purpose, just so you have to go to the auction house and try to buy or sell, stuff. I usually find items and sell them in the auction house, but I've with a couple of my characters, I've had to or felt forced to go to the auction house to buy better items that I should have found myself, but I just couldn't.
Right, and I'll be sitting there playing World of Tanks, and we'll have people come in and join us, just to, sit around and, shoot the breeze with us. And they'll be sitting there, and they're like, oh, I gotta go. I have to go check my auctions. What?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe because I was playing, on Linux through Wine, but that's not the case, so it's just a really quick joke.
Okay, moving on to another topic. Coldstream is finally out of beta for the Left 4 Dead 2. Can you absolutely believe it?
Wait. You mean it just released? Then what the hell have we been playing?
July 24th is the official release of Coldstream. It's been in beta since, I think, March of last year. But yeah, it is official. And honestly, I don't know what they could have done different. We've already all gotten Stream Crosser, which is the achievement for surviving the Coldstream campaign on any difficulty. But yeah, now it's official. That's going to be released on the 24th. But yeah, I believe that the crew here that we have tonight, our two guest speakers, were involved in a quite embarrassing incident.
For one particular member.
You know what? It was embarrassing for all of us. Thank you very much.
And it didn't even involve Molotovs.
Come on, Bean. Okay, I do have a slightly
Firebug problem.
I do. I have a Molly addiction. I will be the first to admit that. But what happened is right before we're all getting into the last safe room, there is a sewer that you have to go down, and there's quite a current. So here's me, running and gunning down the sewer, and I accidentally went over the edge. And Bron, I believe you tried to come to my rescue.
That is correct. I was like, oh no, she's hanging. So I try to save you, and I get sucked in, and so now I'm hanging.
So you and I are screaming, and our characters are like, help me. And Bean is also running around. And Bean, you want to keep going on that one?
As I recall, we eventually all had to succumb to the water.
We are all hanging by our fingernails off the edge of this sewer drop-off, and my boyfriend is the last one, and he's fighting off the zombies. His preferred weapon is a katana, so he is fighting them off, and he's like, I'm not coming to help you guys. As soon as that came out of his mouth, a jockey got his ass. We were laughing so hard. By the time Cajun came into the channel, none of us were capable of speech. In fact, I don't even think we were breathing at that point. We were laughing so hard. And Cajun wasn't even there, but he started laughing just because we were laughing.
You were snorting so heavy.
I don't snort.
That's bull. No. That's bull. You were snorting so bad it was not even funny.
No, those things are contagious.
Yes, very.
I don't snort, right? No. Right?
You do something that sounds a lot like snorting. Call it whatever you want.
Nice. But again, on July 24th, Coldstream is officially out of beta and will be released for Left 4 Dead 2. So hopefully it comes with a new achievement, although I don't see anything on here that indicates a new achievement. But I would like a new one. Thank you.
Yes, it's always good to have something to strive for.
Yeah, well, I'm a chief whore, so.
I wasn't going to comment.
What else we got?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this brings back memories.
Right. Oh, Una and Titus. I know. Wrong series, but still, that's the only reason I got into Final Fantasy was the Una and Titus love story. Girl moment. Okay, I'm over.
So, Final Fantasy VII, Square Enix is bringing back, re-releasing for PC, slightly updated graphics. Don't look for an HD remake. It's going to come with achievements.
Oh,
I know. So, all you achievement whores, something to look forward to.
I think
How?
my ears just like perked up.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. However, there's a little bit of concern because they've got something called a character booster. Apparently, you can have unlimited gold, HP, and mana to get through the game. They're making it easier.
Wait a minute. Okay, easier. Why? Did they give an explanation for that?
No, nothing as of yet, but if this is a way of like catering to people for instant gratification, this just I lose faith really in.
Okay, wait a minute. So basically you're saying that they're dumbing down Final Fantasy so that more people will play it? Okay, I'm sorry. That's the elitist in me, but that's just that
Wait,
I
is Blizzard making Final Fantasy VII?
No, Square Enix.
You missed my subtle
Oh,
sarcasm.
okay.
Hey now, come on.
Hey,
Blizzard
no,
doesn't make
they tend to dumb down everything too.
Run.
That's their
Okay,
formula.
Yeah. Okay.
Skyrim is not.
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. You can't say
Make
nothing.
me get fangirl. I will go fangirl on your ass.
All right, so no estimated time release yet for Final Fantasy VII, but look for it in the future. On to new news. Now, this is something that affects PC gamers big time.
What you got?
Okay, this week, the European Court of Justice ruled that consumers had the right to sell their digital games.
What?
Yeah, so get this. They ruled that as long as someone disables their account and disables their key and disables their copy, they can sell it to somebody else.
Wait a minute. So I can take my copy of Dungeon Defenders and disable the key and like sell it to Bron?
Yes, according to the European Court of Justice. Now, of course, we live in the good old US of A. They haven't ruled of anything like that. But Paul Soyak of Green Man Gaming, which is a company that sells and allows gamers to trade their downloaded games to get discounts, he believes that this is, something that's going to be good, and it's going to, eventually cause, the brick and mortar shops to, go away, and this will change digital distribution forever.
Well, honestly, I think we're moving that way anyway. I mean, the more we game, the more we're at home. The more we're at home, the more we game. I mean, I wouldn't call it a vicious cycle,
No.
but it's definitely cyclical. I mean, I think that that's what we are moving to, completely digital.
But think of this, and this was something that was pointed out, okay, is if that's the case, then what's to keep someone to, like, let's say Steam has a sale, and you can get this cheap, you can get this one game for super cheap, and just to buy up hordes and hordes of copies, and then as soon as the sale's over, you sell it below the new market price.
Well, I think that's an easy fix. Allow one per person.
True. So there's definitely a lot of issues that could come with this ruling, but at the same time, it does give the gamers some more freedom, because where a physical copy you had a chance of selling it or trading it in, whereas now with the digital copy you've got that option as well. So
Right. Well, I can only speak from the point of view of a PC gamer. I actually don't own any consoles except for a Wii. Um, don't laugh. But Steam only allows you to purchase one copy for yourself. The rest have to be gifts anyway.
true.
So, I mean, theoretically, you could buy low and sell high, but you'd have to do it immediately. And I don't think, anybody would be, business savvy enough to be able to do that, off the cuff.
Well,
To be
never
perfectly
fails. There's
honest.
always someone that can figure out a way around things. But
Well, that's true, but I mean, your average gamer is pretty, is smarter than the average bear, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's like your copy of Windows. You don't actually own it. You're merely licensing this copy from Microsoft.
Right. Oh my. Well, I guess we got around it, well, I mean, there's no real getting around it then. If we don't own it, then we can't sell it.
Well, you're sort of selling your own license, though. You're selling your permission to use it to somebody else.
Yeah,
It's
but
just a
you
different way of hanging
yourself,
on to software.
Okay,
see,
okay, I
you
got ya.
yourself are having that permission, and if you read the license agreement, you do not have permission to transfer that to somebody else. And that's what most of these companies are doing now, and it's, they're hiding behind these end user license agreements. The
Right,
benefit.
and when we purchase the game, we're actually agreeing to that unknowingly.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's so black or white. By playing the game, you are agreeing to the license. If you don't agree with it, then you don't play the game. Unfortunately,
Right.
you already paid for it. So you don't ever get to see these license agreements until you've actually opened up the box or you've downloaded the game.
Oh, good point. Good point, Braun. Score one.
Yep.
They're selling you tickets to the roller coaster. They're not selling you the roller coaster.
Right? Good point, Bean. Absolutely. Okay.
Some people call me Brain. I get that a lot.
Brainy Bean. Gotta love it. Okay. Well, something. Our next topic is actually something that's a little near and dear to my heart. Just because A, I'm a gamer. B, I'm a girl. C, I'm in a relationship with a gamer. Um, I I'm absolutely fascinated by gamer relationships, gamer muggle, if you will. Muggles from here on out can be those non-gamer people that we're in relationships with. I've got three guys with me. What is your take on being with in a relationship with someone that is not a gamer?
Well, I can't speak from firsthand experience. All I can say is I was close. Close, but no cigar.
What do you mean?
I dated this girl when I was living in North Carolina. We were dating for about a month, and she knew I was a heavy gamer at the time. I was playing World of Warcraft, whatever first-person shooter I could get a hold of at the time. And then after about a month, she said, "I just want to be friends." The last thing any guy wants to hear.
Oh, she stuck you right into the friend zone.
Bingo.
Ah.
Now get ready for this, alright? So 2 weeks later, she calls me up, says, "Hey, I just started playing World of Warcraft. What server are you on?"
Uh-oh.
My jaw literally dropped. And granted, be
Okay,
prepared.
okay.
She was
So
already a
she-
geek. She was already a nerd.
Okay, so this perfect nerd girl, you were in a relationship with her. She broke up with you, and then became a gamer nerd girl.
Yes. All right. Okay, now this was back in 2006. So I remember at the time, 2 weeks in, we wanted to go go rent a movie, and I was like, "Well, I'm actually gonna go pick up the Star Wars DVD collection." She got so excited. She's like, "Really? Can we watch it together?" I thought in the back of my mind, winner, chicken dinner. Birds are singing, the sky's blue. I'm like, this is perfect. This is peaceful. 2 weeks later,
Right, the light of heaven just sort of shines upon your union.
yeah. 2 weeks later, I was in I was in a dark spot. So, okay, off of my humiliation, Bron, what you got?
Yeah, Cajun glosses over his. Let's hear yours, Braun.
Well, my wife is a gamer, but she's a different type of gamer because she's into the card games, like solitaire, every variation of it, and she's really good at the puzzle stuff. So it's like we're gamers. We're just we couldn't be farther from compatible, when it comes to the type of games, because I like the 3D shooters and I like the real-time strategy, and the only time that we ever play together was on the Wii, but we haven't done that in a while. So, but that's just us.
Well, you know what? Still, I mean, I think that's a testament to a relationship when even if somebody is not completely into what you're into, you can still commingle and join up on mutual, gaming like that. I think that's a good thing. Maybe she's never gonna, be an Xbox whore, but the fact that you guys can play on the Wii is awesome.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to worry about her, stabbing you in the back in Battlefield 3.
No, she can do that in Super Mario Wii. We do that all the time, try to throw each other off of the cliffs and stuff, but that's more like when her little cousins come and visit and we're all playing on the Wii. Other than that, we're mostly cooperative, but every now and then I just get the devil in me and I try to throw her off, and then she has to throw me off, and it's fun like that too.
Remind me the next time y'all do that. I gotta come and watch that. That's like perfect moment.
Oh,
It's fun.
What you got, HardBean?
My girl's not so much a gamer as PC or console, but she's pretty big addicted to like Kindle Fire app kind of things, like cell phone games.
nice, nice.
Your
Did you do
solitaires, your Angry Birds, that kind of thing.
Well, does she check into the free Amazon app of the day?
Yeah, she's always downloading, trying new things, but she always ends up going back to solitaire. She likes the basics, the classics.
Good girl.
Hey,
I like that.
There's nothing wrong with the classics. I mean, I still go back every now and again, play a little bit of Pong.
Like,
Leaves more room in the man cave for the computer setup.
yeah, I heard your man cave got sort of taken over by a little bit of femme.
Yeah, she pushed in, and I pushed back a little bit and put a beer fridge right in the middle of our desk. So that's the
No, you
defined line.
No.
Gotta set that
Saves a
boundary.
trip to the kitchen.
Seriously, I have to give you props right there. Alicia, if you're listening, I mean, you gotta respect the man cave, babe. Seriously.
I gave her the rest of the house. Give me my corner.
Nice. All right, what do we got next, Cajun?
Okay, this is a little bit strange. You never hear this really in TV, but once again, Doctor Who news, they break ground everywhere. Dame Diana Rigg and her daughter Rachel Sterling will get to star side by side in Doctor Who in the upcoming season, and they will actually play mother and daughter.
No way.
Yes. So, but they will have a dark secret that the Doctor will have to discover. And of course, now check this out. The episode's being penned by Mark Gatiss. Okay, for those of you out there that are like, huh? Mark Gatiss has done a couple of episodes already, but he's also starred in them. In last season, he was the pilot in Victory of the Daleks and Good Man Goes to War. He was Danny Boy. And then he was Garthok in the Wedding of River Song.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's in and doing business with the Doctor Who, and I can't wait to see this.
Well, has Stephen Moffat given us any sound bites?
No sound bites. I wish.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Exterminate! I'm sorry. I would love, seriously, to see a crossover of a Dalek and an adipose wedding. How cute would that be? Seriously.
That'd be creepy almost. I'm sorry. That's just me. Daleks do kind of creep me out sometimes.
Well, I never said I didn't have a twisted mind, but okay.
That's an understatement. Okay, Star Trek news. Okay.
You're singing my song.
Chris Pine sat down with MTV. I don't like MTV, but you know what? I did like this article. Sat down, talked about how Star Trek II's villain is going to cause Kirk to grow towards the captain that we saw him in the original series.
Okay, make more sense to me.
Basically, from the understanding is that there's very little time lapse between the end of Star Trek 1 and Star Trek 2. So here is Kirk, brand new to the captain's chair. He has very little knowledge and understanding of what it is to send men and women on missions and lose them.
Okay, and I have to tell you, I have to interject. I mean, he is just as hot as the original Kirk. Ooh. Okay, anyway.
And But there was also some good news. He did say that Benedict Cumberbatch, who is going to be the new villain, is not a blood dripping from the fangs bad guy. So we don't have to worry about Abe Lincoln Jason coming in and interjecting here.
I missed that chapter in the history books.
Right? Abe Lincoln, vampires. I think I must have been absent from school that day.
Dude, I was totally absent from that class.
I think we're all in the boys' bathroom smoking weed or something. Right. I mean, having, Bible study. Yes.
But some good news, Disney is coming out with a movie that is geared towards gamers.
No shit. Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's a 3D animation movie called Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
All right. So here's the 411. Wreck-It Ralph, who is voiced by John C. Reilly, who we know from Step Brothers and
Talladega Nights.
Yes, Shake and Bake. All right. So he plays the main character, Wreck-It Ralph, who's a bad guy. And he's always being overshadowed by the good guy in the game, Fix-It Felix. But
It's a me. Okay.
so after 30 years, he's fed up. He's like, I want to be the good guy. So he goes off on an adventure to prove that he can be the good guy. But of course,
Okay, wait a minute. So it's kind of like Donkey Kong hanging up his barrels?
yes, but not without some cameos.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Hit me.
King Koopa, Zangief, Dr. Eggman, M. Bison, and many more.
No way.
Yes, way. If you
I see some Q*bert in there.
yes, yes, definitely some Q*bert is also in there. So
Oh, man, we're taking it old school.
yes,
Nice.
big time. So this is definitely going to be a movie worth seeing. So
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely plunk down my, do I have to take a, second mortgage out on the house? My, $638,000 to go see a movie.
this will be 3D, and it's coming out in November. The current time frame. They haven't released an actual date yet.
Oh, very nice.
So expected for the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll admit, I'm 31 years old. I will be in that movie theater. I'm not taking my nieces and nephews. I'm going myself.
You know what's funny that you point that out? We actually went to see Wally, and we were the only adults without children in the theater.
What?
Wally!
Yes, Wally.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we had no kids. We were without chick or child, and we were looked at a little bit strangely. But yeah, so
And you were coughing and sneezing by the time you got to the car.
I know, right? Yes. I mean, not to downgrade those with chicken child, but yes, they are little virus factories. Thank you very much. But to segue a little bit in the same vein of going to see Wally as adults, I also went to Chuck E. Cheese not too long ago, and I got carded.
Nice.
I got carded at Chuck E. Cheese because we didn't have children, and they have beer and wine on the menu at Chuck E. Cheese.
my
Apparently, for those absolutely worn out, tired, cranky parents who need a alcohol break. But yeah, they demanded my ID because they didn't believe I was of age to come into Chuck E. Cheese without my parent or without a child.
That's what a Dave & Buster's is for. That's the adult version of Chuck E. Cheese.
We don't have a Dave & Buster's around here. Come on, I live in, no Dave & Buster's is all I'm saying. So yeah. But I carded at Chuck E. Cheese, really, all I want to do is go play in the balls. I mean, seriously.
That's what she said.
You just opened yourself for that one. That's all I gotta say.
I did. I walked right into that one, and I had a mask on and everything. Oh, wow.
All right. So,
On that note,
Yeah.
what do we got next, Cajun?
Justice League of America, not the comic though. Hold your horses. Okay, apparently this was shelved. Okay, a while back. Warner Brothers said no, not going to do a JLA movie. until seeing the success of the Avengers, it's back up in the air.
Okay.
So
So basically they're going to ride on the coattails.
pretty much, we already know that there's a Man of Steel movie coming out soon. And there's already talks of a Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, baby. That's my girl.
So
Lasso of truth.
as well
Heck
as
yeah.
there's also rumors that we may see Green Lantern get rebooted. I don't know what it is about Green. Hulk got rebooted. Okay? And now
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
Lantern's about to get rebooted. What the heck?
Okay, it's right. Wait a minute. So they're gonna like redo the Green Lantern we've already seen with someone else, or they're gonna continue with Ryan Reynolds, or
They might be looking at doing somebody else.
A
Okay,
reboot
is this
usually means somebody else.
all I hear is Batman, Batman,
Yes.
just like ran
Hey,
through
you
my
know what?
head.
As long as they bring back the current Batman, I'm happy.
Right. But yeah, I mean, Green Lantern equals yeah. I mean, is there gonna be a new character for every Green Lantern movie?
Who knows? I mean, there's a lot out there that, that the Green Lanterns have always faced.
Right.
So,
I don't mind them doing a movie every now and then with a new actor. I mean, because that way you can pick your favorite flavor.
Okay, let me go fangirl for a moment. Were you happy when it wasn't Michael Keaton anymore? Were you truly happy with Val Kilmer? Really?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Okay, all right.
I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah. I mean, when Chris O'Donnell was like, "Holy rotten metal, Batman," really? No,
That was a low point. They've come back from that.
yeah.
They jumped the shark on that one.
big time. Yeah. Big splash.
Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news. Oh, what is it?
Apparently, Abby informed you that she cannot simply walk into Mordor.
For those of you that watched the last episode, I plugged the greatest and most amazing affectionate kitten in the world, Frankenstein. We are now showcasing with an LOL my first fur baby, Abby. If you can see the look of utter shock on her face, shock and derision that she cannot simply just walk into Mordor. Yes, I have had that face myself, so I know exactly what she's feeling.
And it never fails that Barbie always manages to showcase her precious fur babies. And I have to say, I am superiorly jealous of you having Frank.
You cannot has Frank
I
or
will,
Abby.
I will has Frank. You
You
have
will
no
not
idea.
has Frank over my dead cold body.
Me and Frank, best bromance ever.
Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of a bromance going on, but whatever. What's the next subject?
Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. Now,
Ooh,
don't
did
ask
they
me.
finally is there finally a release date?
Somewhere in August. It got delayed back. To be honest, I've really never heard of this Marvel comic before. But apparently this will tie...
Where have you been? You're not a nerd. That's it.
Shut up. But apparently this will tie in with Avengers 2. Okay? From the understanding of that their main villain will be Thanos. Okay, who saw the very ending of Avengers?
Hello.
Okay, so we all know who we saw.
Yes.
And for those at home that did not see Avengers, if you watched all the way through the credits, you will see Thanos, indicating that he will be the next big guy to have to worry about for the dear Avengers. But apparently
Dun,
the
dun,
Guardians,
dun.
will have a chance to go at him. So, do you think, Barbie, that this is going to be a good move for Marvel?
Honestly, I really do, because it seems that we are slowly easing into the age of Marvel. I mean, just in 2014 alone, we've got Captain America coming, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, X-Men First Class 2. We've got a veritable cornucopia of Marvel movies coming out. So honestly, I think that them starting the momentum and getting it rolling with this is actually a very good move.
Yeah, I do agree. And speaking of Marvel movies,
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
last night I went and saw The Amazing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Uh-huh. Okay.
So, of course, we have to do a review of The Amazing Spider-Man.
Shocker. Absolute shocker.
Okay, and of course, I want some great input from our friends Bron and HardBean. Have you guys seen the movie yet?
Absolutely.
No, hadn't made it yet. Probably this weekend though.
Okay.
Definitely. You absolutely have to go see it.
Yes.
I'll see.
Okay, so first off, I have to say, I was, by the end of the movie, I was glad that I saw the movie.
Okay, but
It was great.
I hear a but.
It was great. It was great. It wasn't perfect.
There
Okay,
it is.
yeah. Once again, they toyed with the origin story. What is up with this? Honestly, come on. I mean, if you don't like the whole, nuclear spider bit, I can understand. But this time around, they even included his parents as to insinuate that there's some sort of, conspiracy theory concerning his parents
Oh boy.
and Oscorp. But
Okay.
overall,
This isn't going to be like the Melendez brothers, right?
no, I don't think so. But Andrew Garfunkel did such an amazing job, not only portraying Peter Parker, but also Spider-Man, the alter ego. To me, he did a better job than Tobey Maguire.
Well, was he trying to keep them separate?
Yes, in very many ways, he did. I didn't, and I don't want to spoil, so I'm going to refrain as best as possible to refrain from spoilers.
Okay.
But when it came to Spider-Man, he did his best to keep them separate. But in this one, you saw more of a learning curve than with the first Spider-Man. He had to learn that, with power comes great responsibility, even though that phrase was not used. And I'm thankful, for the love of God, that phrase was not used. They
Right.
chose to use different wording for it, and to me, it was good.
Okay, so they're giving the watcher, the viewer, credit. Gotcha.
Yes. Also, when I first saw this, I almost choked on my popcorn, and I didn't know this.
Oh my.
Sally Field was played Aunt May.
What?
Yes. So immediately I was like, "Oh, this has got to be a cosmic joke."
You like me? You really like me? Okay.
But later on in the movie, she did a really great job.
Huh.
So it was a shocker, and I can't believe this is coming out of my mouth, but she did good. She did good.
Oh.
Later on,
Way to go, Sally Field.
yeah, she showed later on that she can be the supportive Aunt May that was there for Peter, during his darkest times. The main villain in this one was the Lizard Man, aka Kurt Connors.
Right.
To me, they didn't really flesh out the reasoning, as far as I'm concerned. It just seemed like it was kind of thrown together, the reason why the Lizard Man had to attack or go after Peter. It just, in some way, from Spider-Man's perspective, it seemed understandable.
Right.
But from Kurt Connors' perspective, it was just like, it seemed too rushed. They weren't able to flesh it out as best as they could have.
Okay. Well, speaking of, the Lizard, one of my favorite nail polish companies, OPI, came out with a Spider-Man collection in nail polish. And Cajun, I believe you've got
Yes.
a picture of that.
Yes.
And one of the featured shades is called Just Spotted the Lizard, which is actually a crackle. You can put this over any nail polish. Say that you've got green underneath and you put Just Spotted the Lizard over it. It will actually crack like you have just, Thor's hammer, to some ice. It'll crack and it'll show the color underneath. So OPI did a really great job on showcasing some really key points with Spider-Man. And seriously, I mean, I'm kind of a nail polish whore, and I've got the whole collection. I absolutely love it, and that's just a little plug to my girly side. Thank
Why
you.
am I not surprised?
Bron, I think I hear a mani-pedi party coming on.
Yes, just us nerd girls.
I'll do yours if you do mine.
God, I love you guys. Seriously, you know that I will absolutely, totally paint your toes, your nails, everything. Yeah, it's all me. I got this.
Okay, moving on. But I do have to say I was impressed by Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield's portrayal of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker and their relationship. They fleshed it out. It was good. It was better than Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. Hey, Kirsten, I ask you, check this chick out. She knows how to act better than you.
Okay, wait. Did they have a better kissing scene? I gotta know.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I promise you, you will like this one better than the first Spider-Man.
Oh, my little nerd heart is all aflutter.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Overall,
Okay.
as a nerd, go see the movie. As someone who loves Spider-Man, go see the movie. If you're one of those purists, you might want to hold back, bring an oxygen tank and a defibrillator just in case you might have a heart attack.
Okay, so you're
Molotovs,
saying...
though.
Yes, no mollies. But
Come on!
overall, I give Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, 8 out of 10.
Wow, that's a pretty high endorsement. And by the way, I am never going to live down my Molly addiction, am I?
No, you're not.
It's kind of burned in.
Oh, burned in. Ah ha ha.
I'm waiting for the napalm nail polish.
Yeah, if any nail polish companies are listening, a gamer Barbie collection would be absolutely welcome. I will definitely help out with that, and these guys will definitely help name.
So to recap today, Blizzard's failing as usual. Finally get Coldstream.
Coldstream, woo!
Final Fantasy.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Valve, please, a new chief for Coldstream. Please, thank you.
Final Fantasy VII coming back to PC, but with some concerns. The Europe is saying we can sell our digital games. Ooh, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah, welcome to the USA. America, fuck yeah.
And Barbie once again bragging about her gamer relationship.
As if.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Damn right. Go on, girl. Strut your shit.
Oh, you know what? I honestly, I am absolutely thrilled that I'm also with a gamer. It makes life easier, and just like that comic shows. I mean, if you really want to show your love, let me play Skyrim until I'm blue in the face. Thank you.
All right. Some Doctor Who news, some good news at that. Can't wait for Star Trek 2, Wreck-It Ralph, the possibility of JLA, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm definitely going to give it a shot. Might have to pick up a couple of issues, see what I'm missing. And Spider-Man was a good movie. Go check it out. Definitely worth the money. And that is it.
All right, guys. We are so glad you tuned in tonight. Hope you enjoyed our second episode, and we hope that you'll join us for the next one. Special props to our guests, HardBean and Bron, our fellow gamer nerd monkeys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Seriously.
Hello.
GG. Good game.
Good game.
Good games, guys.
Well played.
All right. Well, you have just listened to the second episode of the Nerd Nuke, and we hope you'll join us for a third one. Barbie out.
Cajun, peace out.
See ya.